Welcome. We'll start with another case study for your ethics paper. Now this case study is a very interesting and an applicable case study for your UPSC. So we have Mr. Das, who is the District Magistrate of Kolkata. His wife Sushmita, who is the childhood friend, is very well acquainted with Mr. Das and provides an equal hand with all the opportunities, all the problems that come in their life. In the meantime, while they were posted in Kolkata, she joins a cultural forum. Now with this cultural forum, she is highly involved. She is very enthusiastic about the students coming in, the kind of talent performances that are there, the scholarships that are being provided to the students to develop, and she is very much involved into it. Suddenly, after few months, Mr. Das receives a letter stating that Mr. Das has been posted to a remote backward tribal area. Now this creates a heated argument between Sushmita and Mr. Das. Sushmita states that she is very much into this cultural forum and she does not want to leave the city of Kolkata. Now this is a kind of case study that you have for your papers usually. What would you write as an answer for such a case study? Now in this case study, first of all, you will have to bring out the perspectives. So let's first talk about the perspectives of Mr. Das and then the perspective of Sushmita. So from the perspective of Mr. Das is an honest employee. He is very responsible towards his job. Knowing that he is receiving a posting in a tribal backward remote area, he is still willing to accept it, considering the fact that he is accepting the challenge that is coming to him and he feels that he can provide something good to that region. The third important aspect is the empathetic character of Mr. Das. Now this is something that comes from our class on emotional intelligence. We have already covered our class, the theory class on emotional intelligence, where we have talked about the Goleman's 5 principles. Of those 5 principles, one of the most important principle is empathy, and he understands the problem that the common people, that the tribal people face in the remote backward areas, and he is really into working for something to bring a change in the society. So this is the perspective of Mr. Das, a very idealistic kind of personality he is. On the other hand, Sushmita, who is having a constant heated argument with his husband, must understand that first of all, his husband is in a transferable job. Since he is in a transferable job, moving from one place to another should not be a big concern for him. The second thing that we need to bring around in this answer is, considering the fact that she is organizing a cultural forum, she is very much involved into that cultural forum. If such a kind of forum is brought into a tribal area, it can really benefit the students that are there. The scholarships that would be provided to the tribal students, to the backward students, would be much more appreciated, and if she can contribute something to that area to enrich the economy of that area, that would be really wonderful, and that would even release the burden of Mr. Das. The third thing that we need to understand is, if she is working around a cultural forum in Kolkata, she might not be appreciated at that level when she is working in a tribal remote area where she can really produce something good. She can really nurture the talent and bring them to the Kolkata center where she is already affiliated with. So that would even enhance the outlook of what Sushmita is working around with. So those are the points that you can bring around for Sushmita. Now in the summary, what you can put up is Mr. Das and Sushmita together, and here what you would bring about is the idea of emotional intelligence again, the consideration that both of them are working towards a cause, and that's the empathy character as we discussed under the Goleman's approach. So again you have to bring out, you have to relate it to the core theory. So you have to bring around the Goleman's 5 approaches of emotional intelligence and say that the empathy character is very strong here for Mr. Das, and Mr. Das would slowly and gradually convince his wife Sushmita about this, and she would accept the same thing, and both of them would move to the remote tribal backward area. So that is how you address your answer, and we'll be bringing around many more such case studies for you. So have a wonderful time ahead. Stay tuned. Good day.